Language fair happening in Letterkenny this coming Saturday. It's in Chathail and it's a chance to find out about education through Irish all the way from preschool up to university level and about the benefits of bilingualism and the employment opportunities that are there for people who are fluent in Irish. And from Lionra, Leitir Ceanainn, Barbara Chathail joins us in the studio now to have a wee chat about this. Barbara, thanks for coming in.
Sure.
It's going to be a busy day on Saturday, hopefully, because there's plenty happening.
There's lots happening, John, yeah. So we're hoping to get plenty of people out for it. We have information stands from a lot of different groups. We have Conradh na Gaeilge there who are going to be talking about all the university opportunities, the employment opportunities. We have Chathail there who are talking about, the family supports that are there if you want to use more Irish at home or if you want to raise your kids with Irish entirely. Somebody's going to be there from our own library to talk about the resources that they have there. Lionra, Leitir Ceanainn will be there. Events, classes, the supports that are there that we provide. Chathail, Gaelscoil Loughnan, Garmscoil Hualu will all be there as well. Okay. So that if people are interested in finding out, well, what would it mean to take on education through Irish for the kids? What are the benefits? And there are very clear, benefits that research has proven in terms of being bilingual. So be able to explore that, have a look around Chathail. It's a gorgeous school, great facilities, but also if you do all that, what are the benefits whenever it comes to even looking for a job?
Okay, all outlined on the day.
Yeah.
So really it's for people who are thinking about, or maybe not themselves, maybe their children, and about starting on the education path or maybe making a wee change, as well as those who already are fluent or well down the road and want to find out more.
Exactly. So it's really for everybody. I mean, even just if you'd quite like a nosy and have a look at the school, if you've always wondered about that beautiful, strange building, it's a good opportunity to come in and have a look and have a chat with people. But yes, if you are yourself or if you have a child who is coming up to picking subjects for Leaving Cert or maybe to filling in their CAO form, well, what are the possibilities that are there? What doors are opened simply because somebody has a level of fluency in Irish? And again, maybe you just have young children and you're beginning to think about what school you want to send them to, and you're thinking maybe the Gaelscoil. Maybe you have a child in an English-speaking primary school who has a flair for languages and who wants to go to Chathail. Is it possible to make that transition from an English-speaking primary school to a Gael college? Well, the answer is yes. If you have a child who has a facility for languages, who enjoys the challenge, then yes, absolutely, come along and find out about that. So really, right across the spectrum of age, even just people who have a passion for the Irish language, who want to see what is happening. This is a celebration of what is happening with Irish around Letterkenny.
So any questions you might have, hopefully they will be answered on Saturday if you're there. And I know that Lionra is making great strides in Letterkenny to introduce the language into our everyday vocabulary. And it's a tricky one to carry off because you want to have as much Irish as possible, but you don't want to intimidate people who can't speak it.
That's it, absolutely. It's about engaging with people, encouraging people to use whatever they have. And I mean, we would put a lot of emphasis on doing things that just happen to be through Irish. So, I mean, we recently had a weekend in the Gaeltacht and people were doing sean-nós dancing. We went out to Gola Island, people went up Crucknanew, people went to the distillery in Crawley, and all of those things were happening through Irish. On Saturday, there are workshops in music and art, science and computer coding for kids that are all just through Irish. So it's not that we're saying to them, you have to go in here and speak Irish, but they're provided through Irish. We have Daddy Nanolog is decided that he would like to come to Ballyholy Farm.
Okay.
And he's going to speak Irish to all the kids who come. So it's really about giving people opportunities to use whatever they have and encouraging people to do that. We have a book club, we have a Kirkle Cora. I find more and more around the town. I mean, I was in Aldi the other day and I said, Goramayagat, whenever I'd finished, packing up all my groceries. And the fella at the checkout said, ta fáilte rót.
Yeah.
So people delight in being able to respond. It's lovely.
And it's simple
so good.
things like that. And I mean, even for somebody like myself who's not fluent, that's easy learned and that's easy done.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see people, I mean, it really delights me to see how chuffed people are, how happy they are to be able to use, even if it's just a bit. And then sometimes people say, I'd love to be able to speak more. I'd love to be more confident. And that's where I get to say, well, call in to number 7 Castle Street, where our office is, find out about the classes, find out about the opportunities to grow your confidence, to learn more Irish. Come in and borrow a book from our library and, build your fluency and your vocabulary that way. Have a look at the resources we have. So people are very open. I rarely encounter anybody who's really negative about the language. I think there's a great buzz and energy about the Irish language.
There was a time when there was a lot of kickback. Going back a few years, there was a lot of kickback, and there was, it was kind of seen as almost elitist. But it's come full circle again, and now there is, as you say, a real energy and an appetite for learning the language, because I don't think it's seen as being something that's forced on us. And I think more and more people now see that the pathways are there. Should you wish to engage, it's entirely up to you. Having said that, it must be frustrating for someone who is fluent in Irish, who would like to use it more, because just in everyday situations, because everything, unless you live in a Gaelic area, pretty much everything is done through Irish or done through English.
That is the case. That is the case. Now, I would have to say, if I look at my social media, about 80% of my own social media is all in Irish. So I get to engage there through Irish on a daily basis. I think I'm very lucky because of the work that I do. I speak an awful lot of Irish all the time. And so I'm very lucky to have the opportunity to do that. But yes, I think, and that's why we would put a real focus on creating opportunities, so that people who want to speak Irish know that they can drop in on a Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock and there'll be a group of people there that they can just sit and chat Irish to. Mm-hmm. Or if, we have people who'll come along and they'll do more listening than chatting, because they're just not quite confident enough yet, and that's grand. That'll grow and soon they'll be right in there. So yes, it is frustrating for people who want to be able to speak more Irish. Now, obviously, there's TG Cahir, there's Radio na Gaeltachta. We have a couple of pages in Letterkenny Live newspaper about every 6 weeks. There's a piece in the Donegal News, I think once a month, a double page spread. So it is there, but you kind of have to go looking for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's all about opportunities, and there'll be plenty of opportunities on Saturday. It's in na Gaeilge, and it's in Ceanainn in Letterkenny from 1 o'clock.
Yes, from 1 o'clock till 4:30. Workshops going throughout the afternoon for kids. Tea, coffee, nice buns and stuff like that.
And you can just stroll in. You don't have to register.
Just drop in. Come in. Have a chat, have a dander around the information stands. If you have kids with you, they can go along to the various workshops that are there.
They'll find something to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, brilliant. Barbara, Gurmaigat.
Gurmaigat Hain.